on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villian Report, and Red Zone Range. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla Hour, Broseph Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and M-Maniacs. The nightly shows are Palace Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports, Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle Podcast, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, Off the Rails, and Detroit Lions News. Hope you like all the shows. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe.
Hey, my name is Ray Flores. I'm a proud and loyal member of the First and 10 Tailgate. You're listening to First and 10 with my man, the main man, Foz.
First and 10 with Foz, Chicago Bears in the mix. Rapping about football, no room for politics. From the Windy City, we bring the fire. This podcast hot, raising the bar higher. Touchdown after touchdown, we never settle for less. Breaking it down with Foz, we always bring our best. First and 10 with Foz, dance in the crowd, cheering loud and proud. Our spirits never bow. We rep that navy, blue and orange, no room for doubt. Chicago Bears legendary, no team can knock us out. No team can knock us out.
When I'm in Chicago, always a Foz.
Full display. Hitting hard like a linebacker, making our way. Foz leading the charge, taking us to the top. Chicago Bears legacy, we can never stop.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 59 of First and 10 with Foz. Maxwell. Another week. Another week of this shit, man. Remember the beginning of the season, how hopeful we were?
I do. It was actually more like probably like 8 weeks ago when we were 4-2. When it was like, yeah, we played bad, but we're 4-2.
How do we digress this badly, dude? Like, how does this even happen? And then, of course, like it's the coach, Eberflus. Now we get rid of Eberflus, and we might have played our worst game of the entire year on Sunday.
It's definitely in the running. Yeah, I don't. We thought we'd maybe get a bump from. All the players wanted Eberflus fired, obviously, and with good reason. And then that's to come out. That's the effort they show on Sunday.
Oh my God, you would have thought like they would have played a little harder for our interim coach. He seemed happy with them, but we'll get into all this hearsay and bullshit as the time goes on. Thank you everyone who came out on Sunday to Bedrocks. It was a humongous success. Collected over 87 toys for Ann and Laurie's Children's Hospital, which is being donated on Wednesday by OSO for OSO's holiday toy drive. The grand total of toys eclipsed over 1,000, I think 1,015 toys.
Wow.
Being donated towards the Children's Hospital this year, which is absolutely amazing. Hands off to my guy OSO. I'm happy to be a part of it. Thank you, Bedrocks. Thank you, my work, doctors of physical therapy, everyone who contributed. Absolutely fantastic. Doing just such an awesome thing to be a part of, especially this time of year, kids in the hospital and stuff, man. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I had a great time Sunday. I got to meet some of the guys from the show I don't always get to talk to, so it was a good time.
Yeah, dude, it was absolutely awesome. Good turnout, bunch of awesome raffle stuff. So always a good time at Bedrocks.
Bedrocks Pizza, the place to be. Hard rock tunes and craft beers for the crowd is roaring, the atmosphere's hot. We'll party hard, give it all we've got. This place is our sanctuary. Shout it aloud, let the music play.
All right, guys, we're a few weeks away, too, from the end of the Caleb Cares charity that's been going on. I haven't deposited everything yet. I'm going to do a few more raffles before the season's over with. Looking to eclipse close to $1,500 towards the goal, though, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you, everyone who's donated and joined the raffles and contributed money. You guys are the best. And then, dude, we got a long stretch to the next home game. No 1st and 10 till the 22nd.
Wow.
Versus the Lions, man. We got some fun home games coming out, which we'll talk about tonight. Fun for the other team. I don't know if I'll
yeah.
Always good times. Not much in the news, except I'm happy we're not going to have to hear about Bill Belichick being our coach all this offseason while we're waiting for them to figure out what they're going to do. He took a coaching job with Carolina in college. So
did he actually take it? I didn't hear. Oh,
got confirmed today. So
that's interesting.
Yeah,
weird. Why at that age? In that age, you don't even put yourself through that aggravation of having to recruit your same kids.
I mean, that's the age group of women he's into, so it kind of makes.
I guess maybe
sense.
she's running the team. Good for him. Good for him.
He's gonna be cruising the 25-year-olds all day, man. I mean, God bless him.
Hey, I ain't gonna knock it.
God bless him, man. He's living his best life. The Bears versus 49ers game. What a fucking shit show, dude. 4 yards the entire first half. They said if you were at home and you got up and went to go use the bathroom, you got more yards than the Bears did the first half of the game.
It's impossible. I mean, the Thanksgiving first half was bad enough. Like somehow this was 10 times worse. I mean, I think it was a record, 4 yards in an entire half. That's not impossible. I mean, that's ridiculous.
This is a total audition time for Thomas Brown, too, who is technically up for the job next year. And my God, what a horrible start for that man as head coach.
I don't disagree, but I mean, this is a game where you got to look at the players. I mean, he's getting just his first taste of a head coaching. Yeah. You thought maybe at least they'd come out with a little more energy, a little more pop. Granted, it didn't look good. We'll get into the defense here soon, but you would think, like, after you basically willed them into fire, doing something they've never done ever, you'd come out here at least kind of look like you wanted to play a football game. You think?
They played the 49ers like the 49ers didn't have 14 players on the IR.
They looked like
they were full.
They look like a Super Bowl team out there. Yeah.
They look like the team they did last year, but obviously all their starters are completely injured, and except for George Kittle, which obviously he had a game and a half.
Yeah, we're going to get into that, but I mean, Caleb didn't look great. I mean, the whole first half was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
And dude, I wish I could sit here and try and tell anyone a logical reason why. I really don't understand what is happening with that team right now, what's happening with the play calling, what's happening with individual players. I mean, 4 games left. Are you tanking now for a draft pick? Or are you just like, you're not making the playoffs? I mean, what's the point? Even if you did miraculously make the playoffs, which you're not mathematically out right now.
No, that's not
even true. If you did, you're not fucking going anywhere. So, I mean, are you playing for a draft pick again like we've done in the last couple of years? I mean, what's going on?
I thought maybe a little pride. I mean, coming into maybe a win on the road would be nice. Like you said, we're playing a team that had their entire team injured. It seemed like. I mean, their injury list was 2 pages long. How many guys are in IR? And we what did DeAndre Swift's stats finally out? 14 runs for 30 yards. It's like, what is this? The defense looked like they were on vacation already.
Our defense, Maxwell, have at it, bro. Rant away, sir.
It's bad. It's bad.
Why?
Why?
Like everyone's back like full healthy almost too compared to like previous
and
games.
A lot of those guys are the ones doing the talking.
Yeah.
A lot of them look bad the whole game. George Kittle didn't have coverage on him until the third quarter.
No.
What did he have? 150 yards in the first half? It was fucking ridiculous. I don't know how it collapsed this hard, this quick. Is it the wrong mix of guys? Is it? I mean, we can blame Eberflus, and he definitely deserves a lot of credit.
The Detroit Lions to 20 points on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then you come out a week later to a completely banged up last place 49ers team and give up how many points in the first half? 24-0?
It looked like they were playing like a prevent vanilla style preseason defense. I mean, I don't know if Eric Washington just isn't up to speed as the play caller. Obviously, Eberflus, if there was one plus, he was a good defensive play caller, but that hasn't looked good the last couple of weeks either. But I mean, the 49ers put up 38. That should have been 58. I mean, it was a complete beatdown. And I don't get like why the entire first half we don't seem to even want to play anymore. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm tired of hearing the second half team thing because it doesn't matter when you're down 24 points when it should be like 50 at halftime.
Yeah. It was like you just started playing Madden on rookie And like that's how that offense was playing our defense. So we're like they could just do whatever they wanted. It was not.
They did. Kyle Shanahan came out there and he I mean, it was like he just was drawing plays in the sandbox and they were all working. Like it was ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with our defense. I don't know if we have the wrong mix of guys. I don't know if Poles is too confident in what we have. I mean, obviously we're still not getting a pass rush at all. At all.
Yeah, Montez Sweat has not been doing shit, dude.
No, he's not had a great year. I get it. He's getting a lot of the double teams, and somebody else should. Again, this was the problem when the season started. We mentioned this. One of two things: pass rush. Like who's going to be the guy that steps up and helps out Montez Sweat?
Exactly. I mean, going into the season, we talked about defensive end, we talked about offensive line. Top two things that have bit us in the season all year long. I mean, Caleb's over 50 sacks on the year, dude.
Right now, he's on pace to set the rookie record.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah.
You think you'd want to protect your big investment. Instead, I think they just built a team thinking this guy will deodorize all of it.
And then people say, oh, why isn't he running? Why is he running? Dude, if he was running during this offensive line, he'd be on the IR already. He'd be injured.
I don't know how he isn't. I mean, he took some vicious hits in this game. Yeah. At one point, I thought for sure he was dead. I don't know how he's – I mean, he didn't have a good game either. I'm not going to defend him. He looked better in the second half, but like the whole team came out in that first half like that none of them had any interest in playing football at all.
Dude, the fact that like they haven't completely ruined him so far in 11 games is amazingly miraculous. Like everything they did to Justin Fields in 3 years, they've done to this kid in 11 games, dude. Fired the coach, new offensive coordinator, bad offensive line, trouble with receivers, injuries. This kid's been through a lifetime of bullshit in 11 games, man. I mean, I feel horrible for him.
You're at the point now where do you need to reevaluate everything?
Yeah. And then like during the offseason, people are complaining, well, I don't want to go to Chicago, like it's insulting. Can you fucking blame them right now? I mean, look at what we're doing with our number one draft pick right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and not to say that Fields or Trubisky formerly were the right option, but look, we ruined those fucking guys' lives too, man. I mean, who knows if they had a chance, but we demolished that, that's for sure. I mean.
Yeah, and then now you have to, do you have faith in your GM here, and do you have faith in them to find the right head coach?
Yeah. Apparently their money's no option is a rumor on the table. Get what you need.
Okay.
I mean, money's always been the option for the Bears. I mean, everything's been within the budget. George McCaskey still has his confession money. So
still umpiring.
He's still umpiring for $10 on the weekend. So, but yeah, I mean, we do have one of the best punters in the NFL as Andy. So nicely picked.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. We do have a great punter.
He better be for a fucking 4th round pick when you could have used that on a defensive lineman.
He's got more yards than Caleb Williams does this season, which is fantastic. Right?
Yeah, that wasn't how it was supposed to be going into the year.
That was not how it was supposed to happen. But yeah, let's just put that 49ers game in the complete rearview mirror because it was a joke and it was embarrassing, and everything being talked about the Bears right now after that game. Dude, have at it because they deserve it, man. They look like they look like complete garbage.
Yeah, you can't be a player complaining about the coaching that come out with that effort. You just can't.
Yeah,
you can't play this game on Thomas Brown or any guys who just start out. This was strictly the players looking like they're on a beach in Hawaii already.
Especially when the first half of the season you were a top 3 defense in the NFL.
I don't know what happened there. It makes me really scared going into this offseason now that you may have to find all kinds of new options.
One team that we look like that we thought everyone was going to look like. Is the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
And we're playing them this Monday night on their own turf. And, dude, like, everything they've gone through from the beginning of the season to the offseason, their draft pick died. There was DUIs and there were arrests and there was suspensions. And there's like a laundry list of a million things.
Traded away.
J.J. McCarthy got injured. And I think every true knowledgeable analyst that's out there picked them to be in last place.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, Sam Darnold with his history too, man. I mean, and look at the turnaround they've came for this year, man.
Kevin O'Connell's the coach of the year.
Dude, 100%, man. Everything he's had to deal with. So going into this Monday night game, you guys always know we have a super fan from another team coming in. I'm super excited about this one. This young lady is kind of gone from just going to the games to the whole shebang. She's got her own persona going now. And I'll let her tell you more about that. Everyone, welcome to the show. Lady Lagertha, Miss Devon Burns.
Hey.
Hi, Devon. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming on the show. You excited for Monday?
I am. I mean, I'm sorry it's going to be like your stats are going to be 4-10, but
Devon, our stats are going to be 4-13. We're not idiots here.
So we lost versus the
I'll send you my
Patriots, so we're not winning.
right
Yeah,
now.
we're not winning another game the rest of the year.
As soon as we got stomped out by the Patriots, I'm like, we're not winning the game the rest of the season.
I mean, again, remember, you're not as bad as the Giants. Just go
We're
there.
not that far away.
Yeah, we're cousins of the Giants right now. We're like second
siblings
cousins right
almost.
now.
It's
Yeah,
not cousins, you're siblings.
exactly. We're the redheaded stepchild of the Giants.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying.
Hey, they all need love too, no matter
Right.
what.
So, Devon, you've been out there killing it. Female super fan. Absolutely
Thank
love what you're
you.
doing. Love to see the ladies go out there and tear it up on game day
Yeah.
like you do, which is super awesome. To every story has a beginning. And so, when did you become a Minnesota Vikings fan?
So I was brought up a Minnesota Vikings fan, born and raised here in Minnesota. So it's in our blood. I've always kind of just gone to watch the games, gone to the games from the Met to the Metrodome to now the US Bank. But it's just been a whirlwind. It's so much fun raising even my girls. I've got 2 daughters who are now older. They're Vikings fans, and now I'm a grandma, and my 1-year-old granddaughter.
What's her
is a
name?
Vikings
What's your
fan.
granddaughter's name?
Nala.
Oh, I love
She's
it.
got matching little like Viking shoes to my stuff when I'm like on Fridays when we just dress up like our Purple Friday. She's got stuff that matches mine. So
Aw.
you got to raise her right. She's got to be a Vikings fan.
Gotta pass it on down the line. That's what it's all
Of
about.
course,
Family
of course.
tradition. Very cool.
So then, how did it go for you then from there to becoming the super fan?
So my late husband is Sir Death's was Sir Death's best friend. And in 2017, we got invited to go to a game. And I'm like, oh, I want to dress up. I want to do something different than just a jersey and a baseball hat. So I borrowed one of Sir Death's, he's got tons and tons of stuff. Well, he had some outfits for women, and I borrowed one of his outfits. And then every year it just kind of keeps growing and growing. And then into my own persona. His are obviously, he's got a whirlwind of fans, and like they're very feminine, very sexy outfits where I'm like, I want to be a badass warrior. Like I'm a Viking. I want to go out there. We're at war when we're playing. Like we're going to get a victory. So I want to dress like a female Viking. So I've just kind of progressed it every year.
Dude, it's so awesome. Like, we got the Bears. You know, you gotta dress like a bear.
Maul people.
Like, you know, maul people and growl. Like you guys get to dress as Vikings. It's so bad.
Yeah. I mean,
Every time I see a Vikings person, I'm like, man, they got like the best like setup. Super fandom.
Like, as she was describing, I was thinking the movie The Northman, like immediately in my head, just like awesomeness going on.
It's just not fair. It's just not
it's
fair.
fun. I love it. And I love like as I'm now gaining a little bit of attention, the children, the kids coming up to me, like even little girls, like it's the boys, like, but it's the little girls are like, oh my gosh, can I get a picture with you? I love it when the kids come up and they want to get pictures and they're like, I want to dress like you. I'm like, sweet, do it. But it's just getting that.
I don't know how your dad's gonna feel about that.
Like, yeah. But it's
you got
awesome.
some fans
I love
going
it.
here, so yeah, definitely want to put up some comments for you.
Not dressed exactly like me, but close.
Exactly.
When you started, Devon, I think it's cool. Like I'm not big into going to tailgate, but I do go occasionally. So every time I go over here,
Drag him out occasionally.
I've noticed more and more females are doing it. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Now I think there's actually more at the Bears tailgate than there are guys, which is better because most of them are smarter. Well, when you first started, how many were you one of the few doing it, or were there a lot more females
No,
doing
there
it?
were still quite a few women
Yeah.
who were dressed up. They weren't obviously like what I do. I mean, some were even more. But some would be like just wearing like a little bit of fur here or something cute here. They do like the Victoria's Secret like Viking, whatever. Hey, go for you. But like now I'm seeing it really evolve. Like a lot of people are starting to dress up. A lot of women are just kind of going out and doing it. And I'm even seeing like even just more men going, oh, I want to do the Viking thing with my girlfriend or my wife or whatever. And I'm like, awesome, like more. Let's do it. Let's get out there and let's show them. But I mean, it's yeah, it's about dressing up, but I mean, I'm out there. I love football. So I'm screaming my head off. I probably lost my voice by halftime every single game. London, I lost it by the very, like probably within the first 5-10 minutes of the game. I had no voice, but it's just about there, going out there, supporting your team, like gaining some attention for the team in a positive limelight. And that's what I'm all about. And just, it's all about having fun and meeting new people, like meeting fans from other teams. I have met some of the coolest people from the opposing team that I still have friendships with to this day. And they're the most down to earth, amazing human beings I've ever met.
Yeah, no, it's the absolute best, especially when, like you said, you get to know the away fans, because I'll see a schedule come on, like, oh, they're coming to town, so now I get to see them, or now I'm going to go out there and travel, and I can hang out with them, and it's just so awesome. It's like a whole like secret society a lot of people don't know about.
It really is. Like Fridays, usually, like when the opposing team comes in, like we'll do like a kind of meet and greet thing if some people want to meet up, but it's the tailgate lots. Like I do love tailgating. We're out there for hours before the game, just connecting, meeting people, taking photos, like sharing stickers or exchanging stickers or drinks or whatever it is you got. But it's just, and then stories. And it's just, it's so fun. It's so much fun.
You got the sticker patch exchange that takes place
I don't have any
in the early
stickers
AM. It's like drug dealers walking around.
I got nothing to hand out except for let's take a photo together. One day I'll get it.
We're gonna have to work on that. I'm gonna hook you up with a patch guy.
I need somebody to help me.
We need a Lady Lagertha patch. We need some stickers going on. We need to up your social game going here. Let's get it going, sister.
Right. Like I was telling Mike Foss earlier, like there's people out there with t-shirts now from my image from London. I just want a t-shirt. I don't got nothing.
It's like, can I sue these people for putting my face on?
Do I get some kind of royalty?
Tell some of these goddamn commenters we got here to start sending her some swag.
It's awesome though. I love it.
Gabriel Johnson, send this woman some stuff, man. And Shelly, Kylie, you too.
Oh, I love Shelly. She's like my bestie. That's Lady Persia from the VWO.
That's awesome.
She actually, we just did a calendar called Women of the North, the Minnesota edition.
Yeah, no, I had it on my site and I put it on the ESF site too, which is really, really cool.
She's awesome. She is newer and she's now married to Marcus, who dresses up like Darth Vader. But it's awesome. But yeah, she did this, and I heard you guys earlier talking about charities and things like that. And yeah, the calendar that we did, it goes to a bunch of different charities that we do. And that's another thing I love about being like a super fan.
Yeah, why don't we talk about some of those?
Yeah, we give back to a lot of different charities.
What charities are you doing, Devon?
So we do Children's Hospital. We've done Wounded Warrior Project. We've done Hope Kids, Cancer Foundations. But I know for what I love is Children's Hospital. Anything that has to do with kids, I mean, they've got my heart. So whatever we can do just to help anybody, even if it's raising Toys for Tots or for like hospitals that need something, it's just whatever we can do, we'll do. Even if it's somebody who's just a fan, who's a local person who might be down and out for anything. I mean, just helping them out is just, that's something, if we can help, let's help. Whether it's financially or just physically helping, we want to help.
You there, Devon?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sister. Are you good?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
So helping people out, you were talking about charity?
Sorry. So different charities, Children's Hospital, Hope Kids, Cancer, Wounded Warrior Project. There's multiple, I think it's like pancreatic cancer. I know some people have done things for autism. But what I was saying is that it may not always be financially that we're helping. Sometimes it just might be somebody who's local who just needs help with shoveling their yard or like their sidewalks or their driveways or whatever, or they need food or they're sick and they need something. We want to help. So it's just whatever way we can help, we want to help. And that's another thing. It's just like camaraderie.
I never knew that about like super fans of the NFL when I first got involved. I'm like,
I thought they're all just drunks.
yeah, like crazy weirdos dressed
I
up.
mean, it is that way for a couple days a week.
They're mature adults who drink in the morning.
Yeah.
And they're home at a responsible time to get to bed.
That's right. That's true. It's true. You're right.
We're smart adults, is what we are.
That's true.
Drink at 7 a.m., go to the game, you're home by 7. Riding clear on Monday, right?
Exactly. You're back at work.
Yeah, it's not these kids going out at 9 p.m. Those are the morons.
Right. We're back early.
Yeah, it's the old people drinking in the morning in the parking lot.
You're not
We
wrong.
start early, but we end early.
It's called wisdom. It's called wisdom, people.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sure is.
Devin, so why don't we talk about a few of your awesome experiences you had? What would you say maybe the best game you've gone to so far? What are the most memorable games?
London was super fun.
I bet.
Never been there before. It was so much fun meeting like VWO. So we even had VWO, which stands for the Wet Vikings World Order, in Germany. And in, I believe it's Sweden, we have another one. But there was a lot. We had over 150 members from our German VWO show up in London. So it was just reconnecting with them. It was amazing. And then obviously gaining some attention social media wise. That was fun. But it was just being there and in that atmosphere, man. Like I said, I lost my voice within 5 minutes of that game. It was so much fun.
We had like 5 Bears fans over there. No, that's super awesome. I can't believe that many people. You said 150 from Germany?
Over 150 just from our German VWO. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I always love talking to the European fans because they always have some like weird technical reason why they became a fan of this team, and like they actually like do the research because obviously they're not accustomed to it from where they live or grew up like we are. Like they just literally go through and choose like something they find interesting. They're like, I'm gonna root for that team. So
yeah, it was fun. Like in Europe, there were just so many people wearing different jerseys at the game, like for teams they weren't even playing. But they're just like, we just love football. We're loving American football. It's amazing what you guys do, and it was a little different. Like people were throwing cups like at halftime, it was like the second half, like they were just throwing cups overwards. We're like, what is going on? Well, found out in London, they don't allow you to bring your beverages down to your seat. So they were throwing to kind of hurt the players they get on the field and the players would like trip.
You can't drink beer in your seat at the game.
No, they don't allow you, but they did obviously for the game.
Because soccer rules, most likely.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
There's usually like police like on the field separating the two sides.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It was so much fun.
Yeah, all the different factions from the soccer game.
Yeah.
Eat each other bloodly in the parking lot afterwards.
Cameras everywhere, beating each other with
I'm
bricks.
like, are we in Philadelphia? Like, where are we?
Talk about like the anti-fan unity, soccer in Europe, my friend.
Or better yet, we all know that Philadelphia is the worst.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I want to one day go to all the stadiums. That one, I might stay away from.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm good on that.
I had Pac Vader on the show from Green Bay, and we were talking about the Eagles, and he's like, I am never going there to risk my life or my family's life.
No, I'll end up in jail. No.
They throw batteries at their own players.
Yeah, they're walking up and on the streets getting harassed like they're doing the walk of shame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Game of Thrones style shame.
It's not untrue.
My axe is rubber. I can't do anything with it.
As a Bears fan, we have so little, and we don't have any playoff wins in any recent memory. So my other thing I take pride and relish in every year, my uncle's a huge Vikings fan, so shout out to him. But I love the Vikings collapse in the playoffs every year. It's the second thing I like the most.
First one is
I'm sorry, I just had to put that in there. Do you have any other favorite Vikings moments or playoff blowouts you can remember? I love the field goal one the most.
Of course, everybody.
We got nothing.
Loves that.
All we got is NFC.
We're going, like I said, we're going 4-13. All we have is drafts every year.
My probably one a really like awesome moment was when Stephon Diggs caught the touchdown.
Oh God, the Saints game.
Against the Saints.
I lost so much money on the Saints, and I was like,
I think a lot of people did. But I mean, just the stadium blew up. It
That
was
was
just,
awesome.
That's just I love it when that stadium gets loud. I mean, it's just like a blood rushing and like it's just boiling in my skin. I'm just like, yes.
Dude, so US
So-
Bank Stadium, I hear now with like the horn and the skull horn and everything, like it's just like the way they did, like the way it reflects the bounces off the dome. They said it's supposed to be completely insane, right?
Yeah. I mean, the Metrodome was pretty loud. I mean, that's our thing is getting really, really loud so the opposing team can't hear the plays or anything like that. But man, we try to get it up there. I mean, I think like last weekend's game, we got it to like 118. I think we maybe got it to 119. So when I go to other stadiums and they're trying to get loud, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Like, that's like 70. Like, come on, get a little louder.
Hey, we push a good like 65 at Soldier Field, okay?
Yeah.
There's no domes. We're
Yeah.
outdoors. It's cold outside. So besides what games you've been to, like what other some experiences being a super fan, either traveling or going to games or tailgates that stand out to you?
North Carolina was amazing. Loved North Carolina. It was just an amazing place to go to. The fans were probably by far my favorite.
Did you meet Cat Daddy?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes. He's
Mad
really-
Catter?
I met what's her name? I met a couple like the female super fans from North Carolina. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. But
That's
I
okay.
met some amazing women there. But I'm also a whiskey drinker, so I got to experience some really good whiskey there.
Oh, really?
I got the last shot from a 1914 Prohibition bottle of whiskey. The last shot cost me $285 for that shot, worth every penny. It was good.
Well, favorite distillery. Then let's keep going here.
We're gonna extend the show by an hour, man. So how much time we got tonight? Guys?
Yeah, I like whiskey, so that was really fun going there.
Yeah, no, their fans are absolutely phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, amazing people. But yeah, North Carolina was good. Vegas was okay. I love Lambeau. I mean, not a Packers fan. Can't stand Packers, but Lambeau's fun. I've been going there probably for 5 years. Love Lambeau, no matter if it's freezing cold or if it's amazing weather.
It's got the cool
Lambeau.
like neighborhood vibe to it, like Wrigley Field. Like it's like
It's
like
literally like there's houses right there.
yeah, like Fenway Park. It's like there's houses right next to it. It doesn't make sense. Like
Yeah.
Dude, if you're gonna charge me $300 to sit on freezing cold aluminum steel,
Oh, dude.
are you
The
fucking
bleachers are so
kidding me?
small.
Like,
it's the tradition, like kind of like Kansas City. Like it's cool, like these old school stadiums. I like the new stuff too, but
Sure,
like
sure.
Soldier Field is neither. But like the green, I mean, Packers, she's right. Lambeau Field's awesome.
yeah, no, of course. Sounds of
But you
history.
can't,
with
if you're in the
Lombardi.
bleachers, if you're in the lower level, you're not sitting because your ass
No.
has to be the size of like literally 6 inches or
Yeah.
you're standing the whole time. You
Yeah.
can't sit down.
I have no idea how they're gonna do the draft this year in that town.
Oh,
Like there was like billions of people in Detroit this last year. I have no idea.
There's no hotels within like a
Yeah.
30-mile radius.
You're
right.
stepping on
Yeah,
people's
you're
roofs.
driving.
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. So good. We'll find out about that in April. Yeah, that'll be a good time. So.
Easy question. I could answer it for you, but I won't. How awesome is Kevin O'Connell?
Dude.
So lucky.
I bought like a signed picture of him, like for like the players. I've got Kevin O'Connell's downstairs in my basement. I'm like, yes, he is amazing. That dude deserves Coach of the Year award.
100%.
for
No,
sure.
100%.
So when you
Oh.
guys beat us in overtime and the game was over and Kevin O'Connell came up to Caleb Williams and put his like hand around him and they were whispering in each other's ear, I'm like, this is the best coaching advice this guy's got him all season long. And this 30 seconds exchange that he's having right now. I don't know what was said, but I promise you it was probably like the best fucking advice in the entire world.
Right. Yeah, he was whispering into Kirk Cousins' ear the other day. I was like, oh, what are you saying to him?
We're glad we got rid of you.
Yeah.
So
You were the best
interception
boss that
king.
we- We traded you for a good reason.
Oh,
Thank you for not playing with us anymore.
exactly.
So going into the year, full honesty, because I'll tell you, I thought the Bears were going to be where the Vikings were, and the Vikings were going to be where the Bears were.
Yeah.
What did you think going into the year what this team would be and how fucking unbelievable of a ride has it been so far?
You gotta always think positive. I mean, you're always wanting to shoot for the top. I mean, granted, we've never made Super Bowl, but there's gonna be one year. It's gonna happen. But you always have to be optimistic for the best. You kind of expect the worst, but hope for the best. But it's I've always kind of like, okay, we've got this. We've got a great freaking offensive team. Our defense was very strong. So it's just like, we just have to listen to each other. We got to be able to kind of premeditate those plays ahead of time and stop putting freaking like 33 down the middle. Stop. Want him to run a play.
Exactly.
But
We've been through that. We've been through that play call.
It also helps when your coach pulls a quarterback off the scrap heap and turns him into a fucking MVP.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But dude, Sam Darnold, he was on it. Like, it's just
He's been
sometimes you're
great.
on, sometimes you're off. I mean,
Dude,
you just never know. But no matter what, if they win, they lose, you got to support your team. So I'm not going to be a bandwagon jumper. I'm on.
And just like, hey, you doing all right, pal? You want to come QB for me? Like,
It's just all the more reason you should be coaching.
yeah, exactly. It was unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I will say
we
this.
got a good coaching staff this year.
Out of all the NFC North rivals, dude, if the Vikings or Detroit makes it all the way, you got my support, dude.
100%.
I'm just happy it's not the fucking Packers.
Yeah, fuck the Packers. There you go.
yeah.
Packers, right?
As long as I don't care who it is, as long as it's not the Packers.
The Vikings, the Bears, and Detroit have been held down by those fucks for like 40 years. So as long as it's not them, dude, you have my full support. I'm really rooting for you guys going forward this year. That's for sure.
Now if we get rid of the Chiefs too, I'd be super happy.
I think they're the worst 11-1 team of all time. I think they're a little fraudy.
I mean, the MVPs, the referees every game.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe Taylor's paying them off. There's got to be something.
Name the last KC win that did not end with a referee call at the end of the fourth quarter.
Or a tight game. It's been a lot of lucky bounces this year for them. We'll see. I don't think they're as good as their record.
They made a deal with the devil. Somebody sold their soul somewhere with that.
A long time ago.
But dude, seriously, the NFL, it's a business, and a three-peat of the Chiefs is what's best for business.
I don't think it's happening.
It's all about money.
It's going to be KC Detroit Super Bowl.
Come on, we got a Vikings fan here.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. You never know.
We're getting kind of WWE-ish as time goes on in the NFL.
No.
No, but I would not be surprised if it was the KC 3 in a row, man. Those fuckers can't lose.
I'll take the Lions. They deserve it. It's been a while for them. You know what? I'll let them if it's not us.
Oh, dude, Dan Campbell is a degenerate gambler, though, man. The balls on that man, dude. Like, I would be terrified having Dan Campbell as my coach. Like, the plays he calls, being a fan of the Lions, and like him going for it, like when they're in field goal range. Like, what are you doing? Like, take the points. Like, dude, I'm friends with so many Detroit Lions fans, and we talk about them. They're getting equally as pissed off as I am. I'm not even a fucking fan of the team.
Right. I've done some screaming at the team going, what are you doing?
Yeah. But how are you guys feeling about your playoff run this year? I mean, obviously you guys have been doing so well through the regular season this year. I mean, are you running on fumes now? Are you running out of luck?
Oh, absolutely not. We're still going strong. I mean, did you not watch the other game? I mean, 5 touchdowns, Sam Darnold. Dude.
Jordan Addison's been unbelievable.
Yeah. Don't throw it to Jefferson, throw it to Addison.
Exactly. I don't care. TJ Hawkinson. I don't care who's
right?
Somebody.
Yeah, just like when you guys played us, we're like, okay, you want to double Jefferson the entire time? I guess we'll just throw it to these other guys who are wide open. Yeah.
But that's what they got to do to hold them down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sucks, but hey, that's the game of football. No matter what you got to do. I mean, you got to try to stop the opposing player somehow. But it's just, we're coming out strong. We're coming on with a lot of determination, and we're just getting pumped up. And that's another thing, being a fan, is just pumping up our team, screaming for them, yelling for them, like telling them, like doing our skull chant. Like, it pumps them up, getting loud. That pumps up our team. And if whatever we can do to egg them on a little bit more, then so be it. Like, that's what we're going to do.
That's what it's all about, sister. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So, other than that, what do you got going on the rest of the year? You're going to the game on Monday, correct?
Yeah, going to the game on Monday, going to the Packers game on the 29th, bringing my granddaughter to her first game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pictures. I want to see pictures.
It will be amazing. But yeah, going to those games, and then obviously just work, taking care of some things. Obviously, Christmas is right around the corner, so spending time with family, friends, and then obviously fellow fans.
Hell yeah, very cool. Well, Devin, I super appreciate you coming on the show tonight. Like I told you, I love everything you're doing. The female
Thank
persona,
you.
super fan. You're out there killing it. Keep on doing what you're doing. It's super awesome. Get more on the social media. Get posted some more out there.
And send her some swag. You
Yeah,
fans,
yes,
get people commenting.
Send
Yeah.
this woman some free stuff. She deserves it.
And follow my Lady Lagertha page. Like I was telling Mike, like my personal page is it's actually like full, it's maxed out. So people have been requesting me because everything's been under Devon Burns, which is my personal. So they have to follow me on my Lady Lagertha page. I can't accept any more friend requests. So it's like
Right
you
on.
gotta go to my Lady Lagertha page. So follow me on there, please, so I can like connect with you and like meet you and just kind of go it that way. But personal page, it's locked. I can't accept any more.
We got Sir Foss in the house tonight. Did you know that there's a Foss? Sir Foss on the Vikings? Are you familiar with him?
Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one-eyed goon, you know that guy?
Yes, I do. Of course I do. He's awesome.
So there's a Foss, there's an Foss, and there's an FOZ. So we're at the tailgate.
Yeah, you
Hall
got
of
Foz and
Fame.
Foz.
And I was like,
We
excuse
just need to
me,
enunciate
what's
the
your name,
Z.
sir? It's like Foz. I'm like, no, I'm Foz, bro. He's like, no, I'm SS. I'm like, I'm Z. So I was like, Highlander, baby, there can only be one. So we're gonna fight to the
only
death in
one.
the near future. We're gonna fight to the
Thunderdome.
death.
You can take him.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. I'll get him on the blind side. I'm gonna throw a left at him.
He's got a shield though. Watch out.
He'll be like, I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Awesome.
No, he's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys, BFW, I got to get out there to Minnesota. I absolutely love
Absolutely.
so many of your guys'
Please.
fans. Austin White, Sir Boots, is just on my show. He's my little illegitimate child. He's absolutely amazing.
A legitimate child.
Yeah, we don't
Do
know
you
what
have to pay
happened
child
there.
support?
We don't know what happened there. I met his dad. He's very quiet. I don't know what's going on. But the VWO is so
yeah.
awesome, so much fun. We were going to come out there, me and my wife, this year, and we were super excited. Like, we're going to Detroit, we're going to Minnesota, and then they fucking put it on Monday night. It's like, you got kids, a family. Like, come on, man, I can't go to Minnesota on a Monday night.
But it's
But
going to be
next
a
year,
great game.
next
It's
year.
going to be awesome. I'll cheer for you. I'll be screaming pause.
There we go. That's what I want to hear. All right, sweetie Devin, I appreciate it so much.
Thank you
Good luck
so
at the game
much.
on Monday.
Thank you.
Hopefully, we just see a fun, entertaining game, no matter which way it ends. Good
Absolutely.
football game, right?
Yes, of course.
All right. Thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
on.
Yeah,
You have a
thank
good
you.
night, sweetie.
Thank you, Devin.
All right. We're going to get our asses whooped Monday.
Yeah.
On national TV.
Yeah.
Dude. If we play anything like we played the 49ers.
A road game in Minnesota. I mean, we've seen how road games go for the Bears this year. We don't win them. So
Are we going to look that bad, though, you think?
I mean, I want to say no, but I mean, we're talking about a San Francisco team that's going absolutely nowhere.
Dude, no, their whole division, they're like a game and a half out of
I
first
know,
place
I
right
know,
now.
but I mean, with all those injuries,
They're playing
regardless.
the Rams on Sunday, which is like a division like game right
I know, but still, I mean, I would say it should look better because divisional games, we usually play those pretty close, but at the same time, you get your doors blown off in San Francisco against a team with missing half their fucking team.
No, I hear you, sir. I hear you.
We're going to lose. We'll just put it that way. I mean, I don't think we're going to lose as bad, but I mean, how can I pick them to win it all the rest of the year? Why would you even want to at this point?
Exactly. Well, guys, I appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, this is the time of the year where it's hard to want to even talk about or follow the Bears given our current situation. But here we are chugging along. We got 4 more weeks left.
Yeah.
4 more weeks left, and then we get what, baseball after that?
Hey, let's not push past on playoffs yet. That's all as Bears fans we have to look forward to. The other team's playoffs.
Exactly. we got some future NFC North losses coming up here in the future that we can root about. But
Sure.
Other than that, we're just going to be very sorry as Bears fans all the way up until then. Next week, we'll be breaking down the Monday night game, talking about whatever happens on Monday. And then we have a very special guest on Tuesday next week. I'm not going to announce it right now, but everyone watching definitely knows who he is. I've been trying to lock him down all season. I finally got him to confirm. So definitely going to be a very funny episode on Tuesday next week. So make sure you guys tune in. Other than that, I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching. As always, you guys are the reason we do this. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And as always, bear down, baby.
Bears.
Thank you, and go Bears!
Bear down!
From Harrison and Wabash we rise, tailgating with excitement under the skies. The Foz is leading the way with Billy from the van, rapping jazz, dancing to the Chicago plan. Surrender man goes to stealing the beat. Habibi Bear and Mama Bear never defeat. Deaf Bear and also roaring loud, and the stereo lurking among the crowd. The Hallis Tower, a symbol of might. Chicago handshake under the night. What is your profession? We ask. Legends of the game, a formidable task. Devon has the speed, behold. Mongo and Devon will never fold. Sweetness and Peter, heart of steel. Did Buckers and Mike Dicker the real deal. Super fans cheering with passion in the air. From Harrison and...
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villian Report, and Red Zone Range. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla Hour, Brosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and MManiacs. The nightly shows are Palace Hall Report, Frozen Tundra Network, Skull Gang 365, The Huddle Sports Network Open Mic, First and 10 with Foz, Main Event Football Show, Prime Sports World, The Man Cave, Prim and Proper Sports, Spitballing Podcast, Lions Fan Cave Chat, Puckett, 313 Den Podcast, The Guys Huddle Podcast, Shots from the Sideline, Let's Talk Sports, the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, Off the Rails, and Detroit Lions News. Hope you like all the shows. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and comment.